Hey guys, this is a video I'm putting out for a system, saltwater, freshwater, whatever you want to use it for. This system would have no power heads or no gyres in it. Rico's Aquariums was trying to make a video asking questions about how you could hide some power heads in an aquarium so you wouldn't see them. He was just trying to come up with different ideas. This is something that I've never seen, that I thought of and decided to bring it to life and see how well it works. So basically I built a manifold right here out of PVC. This manifold would be covered in sand or rock or whatever you like, and basically it would have 45s poking up out of the sand bed or rock bed, whatever. This is a very small scale, so I guess you get the idea of this. As the 45s were to poke out of your sand bed, you would put live rock around these to hide them, of course. And this would create flow in your tank without having to see any power heads. So basically, here's the manifold. This right here, this would be your sump. And you have your pump right here, pumping the water in through here, out through here, dividing up amongst these parts and creating flow. So basically, that's how that's going to work. I need this to be a system that's going to continue and not just flow over onto my floor. So this pump right here is going to act as my overflow box. So we will take this pump here, put this in here, like so. That is now my overflow box. This paper towel here is just there because when it pumps water in, it rattles up against the end, and I just didn't want that all out and everything. So we will start off with this and see how well this little system that I have created works. So we're going to fill up the sump here. Oh, sorry about that. Alright, so now we're using this to fill up our sump over here. Let's give it a few seconds. Okay, so once that gets a little full, I'll be able to start pumping water into the aquarium through the manifold. Just let this sink down a little bit. Sorry about the waiting. I don't have a video editor, so I'm trying to make all this work on the fly so you can see how well it does. So just give it 1 second to fill this bucket up. It'll get there shortly. Yeah, these pipes don't have to be where I've put them. You can put them basically wherever you want them. If you've already created your aquascape out of your dry rock or whatever, you can basically just make this whole system around that. Place all your rocks wherever you want to in the tank. That way you can get a visual of what's going on, and just these things can come out here or somewhere here or here. Wherever you want these things to come out at is like no problem. This is just a quick representation of the system and how I would, have it work. This was very easy to build, about 15 minutes total to put this all together. Okay, we're ready. There we go. All right. As you can see, plenty of flow coming out of each head. So you see exactly how that works. No pumps in the system. This is just here to act as my overflow box, so I don't have to have water continuously coming in from here and then coming out of my tank. But you get the idea of how that works. This is a very small scale, like I said, but I think it would work wonderfully. You'd get plenty of flow wherever you needed it, and you can place it wherever you want, depending on what's in your way or what's not in your way. Works out really good. Wish I could have something in the water to really show you, the flow, but I don't really have anything to do that with. But you get the idea. Very small scale. Now, what I did figure out was, what I didn't like about this system was that, your pump for your manifold right here, that didn't have any kind of randomness, that it would just steadily put out flow into your tank, which is fine because I kind of turn these to like hit the glass. You see how it does, so to bounce around and do things. But what I did find out, you can get the Ecotech Vectra S1 DC pump. That's a 1400 gallon per hour pump, and it has 3 modes on it. It does the lagoonal random mode, the reef crest random mode, and a gyre mode. So that would sit in your sump. You can set that however you want to give you different modes of flow. So that pump would work out perfect. I'm sure that there are other return pumps that are, I guess, quote unquote smart pumps, or ones that you can program to do the same thing that might cost less. The Ecotech Vectra S1 is about $275. I know that's a little pricey. Like I said, I'm sure there's other ones that may do the same thing. So here we go, running the system again after I've refilled the bucket. You can see how the flow works. All the flow is all random. Now I don't have a whole lot of flow back over here because, like I said, this is just a small scale system with a much larger pump pumping out 1400 gallons per hour. This thing would be bouncing water all over the place. These little pumps here are like 400 gallons per hour. Same one there, about 400 gallons per hour. So we're not getting a whole lot of flow out of these things, but it's enough to give you a visual representation of how this system would work. All be hidden under the sand, coming out. Really good for reefs. You know, I just think it would work out really good. This is just a quick little idea that I had that I threw together. It's cheap, not hard to do at all. I think it'd be very cool. So, all right, we'll see you on the next video.